When a woman cheated death, the unbelievable message from her deceased family. Everyone, picture a remarkable event is about to unfold in the life of a 9-year-old. It all happens during a family picnic meticulously planned by her father and his close friend at a Syrian lakeside, where her father is building a cottage. The day feels like a pristine canvas filled with the excitement of exploration. Originally planned as a simple picnic, their day takes an unexpected turn when they receive a spontaneous invitation from Bob, a catalyst for change. This leads them from Ottawa to the uncharted shores of a breathtaking lake, teeming with unexplored possibilities. The allure of this unfamiliar place hints at an extraordinary adventure. While the men focus on construction under the morning sun, the children eagerly anticipate an afternoon boat excursion. By the lakeshore, her father and a select few join an aquatic escapade, while the rest, including Bob, his spouse, their 2 children, her mother, 3 siblings, and herself, set out on a modest fishing boat meant for 5. Their aquatic odyssey takes an unforeseen turn when the boat capsizes, leaving them in perilous depths. Remarkably, her brother, thanks to a snugly fastened Forks leather jacket, stays afloat, serving as an impromptu life preserver. In a heroic act, she clings to him underwater. The situation calls for a daring search and rescue operation to save everyone. When they are finally pulled from the water, she lies motionless. Fortune smiles upon them. A bystander, inspired by a recent CPR demonstration on TV, steps forward audaciously to revive her. A collective effort, almost miraculous, brings her back to life. However, her experience during this critical moment is unlike the typical stories of celestial light or ascending stairways. Instead, she finds herself in a dimly lit chamber surrounded by mysterious figures, a gathering resembling a family filled with love and an intimate bond, radiating inexhaustible affection. Surrounded by a comforting warmth, she feels as if she's beside a crackling fire under a welcoming quilt. In awe, an unfamiliar sense of contentment washes over her. Suddenly, a familiar voice breaks through, the voice of her departed grandmother, absent for a year. With a gentle reassurance, her grandmother reveals that her departure from this world is still in the future, urging her to return. Torn between staying and leaving, her father's voice interrupts, pleading for her to come back and care for her mother. Reluctantly obeying her father's plea, she wakes up in an unfamiliar space, missing its usual comforts, and calls out for her mother. In addition to sharing the mysterious insights gained from her journey in another realm, she explores the intricate fabric of her memories. She recalls moments when the boat's propulsion failed, putting the vessel in peril on the water. As water began to seep in, both her mother and confidant Nora faced fear, trying to avoid disaster. Unbeknownst to them, their actions inadvertently caused the boat to overturn. Complicating matters, no one on board could swim, including Bob, her mother, Nora, and Bob's offspring, who lacked aquatic skills. Nora clung to one end of the capsized vessel, while her mother held on to the opposite side. 2 small children balanced on top of the overturned boat, countering its tendency to sink. Debbie, her sibling, was trapped within Nora's grasp, desperately holding onto the precarious lifeline offered by the upturned boat. Meanwhile, she and her brother were stranded farther from the overturned craft, beyond immediate reach. In the chaos, Debbie's fear overwhelmed her, causing her to cling to Nora. Tragically, this action approximately 2 to 3 days passed before she reunited with her mother, accompanied by one of her uncles. Anxiously awaiting somber news, they journeyed back to the city. Unfortunately, her mother had the painful task of delivering the tragic update that her father and Debbie had succumbed to a boat mishap, becoming eternal denizens of the waters. Nora also met a melancholic demise in the watery embrace. Despite his initial proximity to the shore, her father tirelessly traversed the lake perimeter, overcoming obstacles before succumbing to the aquatic abyss. 3 lives, ensnared in an unremitting and catastrophic sequence, slipped away, leaving an indelible imprint of profound trauma. Her remarkable life unfolded with a close brush with mortality in her tender years, marking a pivotal moment that profoundly shaped her essence. Some might attribute it to providence or destiny, but for her, it constituted a significant episode that ignited a potent affinity with faith. Around 9 or 10 years old, she began her odyssey through Sunday school, sparking a deep spiritual connection. This encounter left her with a powerful, enigmatic sense of affection, whether it was a reunion with departed familial entities or the workings of a transcendent force, etching an enduring impression within her heart and psyche. The enigma within this chapter left an indelible mark, fostering an unyielding devotion to divinity and a lifelong dedication to altruism. Another enigmatic encounter unfolded in her 20s during her nursing tenure. Her wisdom tooth predicament required extraction, but her asthma made conventional dental procedures perilous. Scheduled for day surgery, she faced a daunting 2-hour journey from Ottawa due to long queues at local medical facilities. Although the procedure seemed promising, she experienced a cardiac event in the post-op recovery room under anesthesia. The medical team's frantic efforts and cryptic conversations confused her. Upon regaining consciousness, she inquired about heart failure, but the doctor denied it, leaving her with a cryptic memory of this unusual encounter, unlike her typical medical crisis. The attending physician and her mother doubted her account of this profound event. However, her nursing career involved bedside care for the dying, becoming a comforter with quiet conversations and recitations. Convinced she witnessed a soul departing at the moment of transition twice, she saw a brief haze from their body near the heart dispersing into the atmosphere. The loquacious spirit separated from their body in the next instance, vivid and inspiring her to become a death doula, guiding spirits to the afterlife. Teaching about overcoming mortality fear, she passionately advocated for greater respect for all human lives, including the homeless. As a nurse, she respected everyone unless otherwise stated. Her interactions in public transit and busy spaces were infused with a belief in human connection, knowing even small gestures, a kind word or shared conversation, could bring smiles and brighten even the darkest days. For those whose souls resonate with this narrative, for those yearning for tales that stretch the mind's boundaries and reflections that delve into the depths of the human spirit, I extend an invitation. Consider subscribing, and with a gentle notification, accompany me on a captivating expedition. The journey of adventures and contemplative musings is an ongoing exploration, where together we shall uncover more revelations, exchanging cheers along the way. Here's to the ever-unfolding tapestry of existence. Message from the Divine. NDE survivors share why they are truly blessed. Everyone. In her cherished solitude, she found happiness. Life's unpredictable story unfolded with a surprising twist. At a lively social gathering, their fates converged like wandering stars. In that fleeting moment, the spark of love ignited, leading to a passionate romance of almost mystical intensity. Two souls intertwined, envisioning a captivating future and the roots of a family. Her husband's arrival marked a curious turn in her life. It stirred dormant thoughts of parenthood that had barely touched her heart before. His transformative influence wove an alchemical spell, altering her perspective. She began to envision a complete family, children flourishing and growing together, a delicate formation of thoughts sparked by his presence. At 35, she became acutely aware of potential challenges, the specter of conception, and the health risks of elder motherhood. 6 months into their union, life revealed an unexpected surprise. A delightful twist in their story. Standing at the brink of motherhood, her figure gently curved, promising new life. The announcement drew forth uncertainty as they grappled with readiness for parenthood. Yet, amidst the uncertainty, their hearts swelled with radiant joy and anticipation. The stage was set, and the play began its unfolding. Preparations blossomed, demanding a reweaving of their lives. Lifestyle choices shifted towards health, dietary preferences realigned, habits adapted, all in service to the burgeoning life within her womb. Her husband became a steadfast companion, taking on the mantle of meal preparation. Together, they delved into earnest discussions about their child's future and education, hearts filled with the anticipation of new beginnings. During her pregnancy, bouts of illness became more frequent. Her diligence in self-care appeared insufficient, age possibly rendering her more susceptible to ailments. Nonetheless, with hearts wide open, they welcomed their son into the world. 3 months after their son's arrival, a storm brewed on the horizon. Besieged by increasingly severe headaches, she cradled her sleeping child. Her world whirled in dizzying motion. Thirsty for water, she tried to rise, but found her legs betraying her, vision blurred, consciousness slipping like sand through fingers. Upon awakening, she was met with a surreal and chilling scene, her spirit separated from her physical body. Confused and gripped by fear, she saw her lifeless form on the floor, with her son peacefully unaware in his crib. Panic set in as anxiety clawed at her, unprepared to leave her child and life behind. Her deepest desire was to witness her son's journey through life. In desperation, she sent a fervent plea to the heavens, a supplication to the divine. God, please, it's not my time to go. My son needs me. In response, an extraordinary event occurred. An ethereal doorway, a portal made of cloud-like essence, materialized in the room. Despite her unease, she felt an irresistible call to step through this mystical threshold. Entering, she found herself in a realm overflowing with love, a boundless expanse pulsating with radiant energy. Here, the rigid confines of the physical world gave way to the limitless possibilities of an unbound universe. In this otherworldly expanse, a dazzling brilliance erupted, suffusing the surroundings with celestial glow. Drawing closer to this incandescent spectacle, a figure emerged, draped in resplendent white robes. Though obscured, an undeniable aura of sanctity emanated from this towering presence. The divine essence of this being was unmistakable, undeniable proof that this was indeed God. In the presence of such divinity, her very soul seemed to shrink. God conveyed a message, affirming that her appointed time had not yet come, and a luminous calling could not be embraced. Your children still need your nurturing care, he emphasized. In response, she implored God for more time, expressing her fervent plea to reconnect with her physical form. Her request stemmed from an unwavering dedication to her son and a strong desire to continue actively participating in his life. God responded with understanding and consent, welcoming her inquiries. Seizing this opportunity, she asked why some individuals encounter angels and God during near-death experiences while others do not. God's reply was tender, affirming that every soul follows a unique path, with some needing greater guidance and aid while others have already discerned their way. God elaborated on the idea that some individuals experience disorientation and a sense of estrangement during their earthly journey, requiring a rediscovery of faith and purpose. In such instances, angels and God act as guiding lights, steering these souls back onto their intended path. Conversely, for those who have already found their faith and life's direction, a near-death encounter may or may not involve interactions with angels and God, but it typically includes other profound phenomena. Contemplating celestial wisdom, she realized the importance of trusting one's heart and intuition to unlock a unique life journey. It became clear that imposing one's path on others is unwise and ineffective. With intense curiosity, she delved into the profound topic of an abortion she underwent at 25, a complex experience filled with deep regret. Her inquiry about the divine focused on the adverse implications of abortion, and the divine entity responded with clarity. God explained abortion as a serious transgression, violating the fundamental entitlement to life. According to the divine perspective, every conceived life has an inherent right to protection, and abortion breaches that sacred prerogative. The divine emphasized that abortion can have lasting physical and psychological consequences. Encouraging humanity to support every conceived life, the divine advocated for aid and assistance to those facing difficulties during pregnancy and childbirth instead of resorting to abortion. In a mysterious revelation, an enigmatic vision unfolded, illustrating the essence of an unborn spirit seeking refuge. The ethereal journey of the child led him through encounters with various families, none of whom offered the sanctuary he sought. Eventually, his trajectory brought him to a couple radiating affection and care, considered as potential custodians. However, discord disrupted the couple's harmony 2 months later, leading the mother to make the heart-wrenching choice of abortion, extinguishing the budding flame of life. Overwhelmed by regret, a compassionate divinity extended forgiveness and understanding, affirming that every entity is susceptible to lapses. It emphasized the potential for atonement and inner tranquility through introspection and transformation. The core message was clear: the innate value of every life deserves reverence and esteem. Driven by an intense yearning, she approached the gates of paradise, Embarking on a captivating journey with divine sanction, their voyage took them to an ethereal realm adorned with verdant meadows, the tranquil harmony of a grand waterfall, and a hovering city surrounded by a serene forest and placid lake. The town below brimmed with vibrant vitality, echoing with the joyous laughter of children. Her senses were captivated by the flawless and awe-inspiring beauty of the celestial expanse, and the warm grin of the divine presence filled her essence with a comforting glow. However, the blissful moment was abruptly cut short by the mournful cry of her son, grounding her in the realm of maternal instincts. She was brought back to earthly reality, her ethereal essence separated from her physical form. With unwavering determination, she endured the painful disconnection, ultimately reclaiming her physical sovereignty. Returning to the tangible reality around her, she cradled her son, feeling the gradual shift from fervent cries to a serene tranquility. This remarkable episode had occurred over a decade ago, weaving enduring threads into the intricate fabric of her existence. Overflowing with genuine emotion, she expressed deep gratitude for the timely intervention of the divine, a presence that rescued her from aimlessness and reignited her sense of purpose. Fast-forwarding to the present moment, her son, on the verge of turning 18, flourishes into a self-reliant and conscientious individual. Grateful for life's inexhaustible gifts, she maintains unwavering faith in the master plan intricately woven by a higher power for her upcoming journey. For those who resonate with this story, for those seeking narratives that expand the mind and reflections that delve into the depths of the human spirit, I extend an invitation. Consider subscribing and, with a gentle notification, join me on a captivating expedition. The journey of adventures and contemplative musings is an ongoing exploration, where together we will uncover more revelations and exchange cheers along the way. Here's to the ever-unfolding tapestry of existence,